It was around 2:30 p.m. on Sunday when the entire world was looking forward to the final World Cup match between India and Australia that a call was received at the ATC of Imphal International Airport. This call was from CISF control room informing about a UFO hovering over the ATC tower. UFO is unidentified flying object. This particular call was taken seriously and standard protocols were followed. Whenever we talk about UFO, so it can be anything that is unidentified. It can be a drone, it can be a balloon, or it can be anything. When we talk about these flying objects, so there are two primary risk factors or two primary concerns. The first one is the safety aspect and the second one is security aspect. Indian Air Force deals with air defense, and this is the reason why we are getting several inputs from the Ministry of Defense that two Rafale's aircrafts were sent for this UFO to check and if required shot down. Though we don't have any official confirmation, but experts say that there are set protocols and drills, and depending on the condition, Air Force take a call. When we talk about the risk factors, so safety and security are the two aspects, and safety means it can, the flying object can collide with any commercial flight. This is one safety aspect, and security aspect is that these methods are nowadays being used by notorious groups and organizations to carry out attacks. These are sub-conventional methods of attacks that we have seen that how several organizations have in fact used these methods. Indian Air Force sent these Rafales as per sources in the Ministry of Defense, and these Rafales were equipped with several sort of sensors and radars to check and identify the object. We don't know as to what happened next, but yes, confirmation is coming that after 4:30 p.m. on the very same day, this particular object was not seen anywhere. This is not the first time when any such object is seen in the air, but yes, officers within the Indian Air Force say that it was not a concerning piece, and in fact, Indian Air Force is very much equipped with the kind of sensors, radars, and the equipments that are required to deal with conditions like such. We don't know what happened, but given the fact that Imphal is a crucial location in conditions like what we have witnessed in the past few months, and also because of the fact that it is in the eastern part of India where we have neighbors like China and also Myanmar, where conditions are not normal in the last few days and few months that we have seen. At this point in time, everything is safe and sound, and Air Force officers are very confident that they can deal with any sort of situation like such in the future.
Jai Hind. This is about the incident where a unidentified flying object was reported. It was sighted over the Imphal International, that is Tikranjit International Airport in Imphal in Manipur, state of Manipur, and the flights were disrupted and certain flights were diverted, and the flying operations were suspended for 2 to 3 hours, and Indian Air Force activated the air defense network, and Rafale aircraft was sent to investigate to see if anything unwanted is flying in that area. So all those actions were taken. Now, important issue to note in this incident is from 2 points of view. One is safety and second is security. So from safety point of view, we had incidents even in Delhi and world over in major airports with this proliferation of drones which have come in. If the drones or the smaller flying objects, they come onto the airport area, there are chances of collision with the commercial civil flights, and it can end up in a big disaster. So that is from safety point of view. That is why the flights were stopped or diverted. The second aspect is security related. Now with the proliferation of drones, and we had cases in the world and in India also where drones have been used to reconnaissance all the vital areas and points, and also to put in some sort of attack with smaller weapons like grenades and things like that. So from that point of view, security is also very important. The third aspect which we need to be careful around because of the location of the airport from two points of view. One is internal and second is external. From internally, the state has been having a state of unrest for quite a few months, and there are various reasons for that. There are various players involved in that. Now, in case some unwanted element, anti-national element want to escalate it, then it can become a security risk. Second is the external element. The airport is quite close to the international border with Myanmar, and with the activities which are going on in Myanmar at the moment, a sort of a little bit of unrest which is going on, that is also a security concern as far as because of the proximity of the airport to the international border. Now, next aspect is about the response mechanism. As far as Indian Air Force is concerned, it is well geared towards dealing with conventional threats, that is your enemy aircraft, missiles, and other objects which can put in an attack. They have radars, they have weapons, surface to air guided weapons, they have aircraft always on readiness, which can scramble and get airborne within 2 minutes, fully armed. So plus there is a fully networked system for command and control and decision making, reporting. So it's a well-oiled machinery. But what is happening in these days is the proliferation of these smaller drones is called sub-conventional threats. In Israel Hamas war also, you saw these paragliders and hang gliders being used for infiltration. Similarly, drones being used for attack. So in this, what happens is it's not only the Air Force, it is also the agency which are involved in security and protection of that area also needs to be aware and well trained and on the guard. So like in Delhi also we have these these actions have been taken. Similarly, the CIS in this case, in case guarding the airport, they need to deploy people all over to keep a visual check. If required, take a video and photograph when they sight something, report it quickly. So all those actions, plus maybe armed people can be deployed to take it down with the small arms. So all those actions need to be taken. So it's a security concern as well as safety concern, and needs to be dealt with accordingly. And Indian Air Force is always there to help out, and in this case also I'm sure appropriate action will be taken even to assist the agencies there to deal with in future, and if required people will be deployed to look into this aspect as well, and also for the safety in future. Jai Hind.